Hard Truths, Episode 1. Coaching isn't a calendar invite, it's a discipline. When we start to coach and develop our teams, whether that's those that report to us or we're leading an employee development exercise, it's very easy to get caught up in the mechanics, right? We've scheduled the invite, everyone can come, or our mentee or a direct report can come. We have a conversation, we have some sort of agenda, it seems to be topical, right? And then we're good. But really, it's so much more than that. It's more that the person feels supported and that they're having the opportunity to build and execute feedback loops. So, what does that mean? Feedback's a good thing, right? But so, feedback loop, that sounds great. It's a loop. Cool. But what that really means is that we're having the chance to make it a deliberate practice where I can go out and try something new with intention that we've talked about, see what happens, and then come back and share what I learned. So if you're starting to feel that you want to focus on employee and leadership development, on growing your teams, or working with someone in particular, if you can just devote 10 minutes a week to having a quick connect, a quick touch point with that person, and in that ten minutes, simply try to have a question that you're going to discuss for a good part of that 10 minutes, a behavior that you want them to try to execute, whether that is maybe listening more or asking more questions or trying a specific strategy to organize their team in their day. And then one thing that you're going to follow up on, or you both are going to follow up on the next time you meet. So this way, we're headed in right now to the second month of the year. Time feels very short and that it's flying by. If we just had 10 minutes, and maybe you have more, to talk, what's one question? What's one behavior? Maybe it's connected to your culture or something related to your strategy. And then one key follow-up that can very much guide the week ahead. And having those 10 minutes or more, if you can, every week can help move things forward. On top of that, we often try to, when we do employee and leadership development, to get leaders themselves or employees to establish their own feedback loops where they're sharing with others, hey, I'm working on this, I'm learning about this, I'm trying to up my game in this area. And can share anything? If I'm doing something that you think is going to support my progress, or I have a blind spot in a certain area, can you let me know if I could be listening more, seeking to understand, or something that I implement to try to keep us organized and more structured, or provide clear direction, it's not doing that. Can you let me know? And when you have those feedback loops happening, not just that you as the coach are implementing the feedback loops, then what the person themselves is, then that's just going to multiply the likelihood of great things happening, and just the connection throughout your team. You can imagine if you instituted something like that around seeking to understand, evolving, building relationships, and someone is having those questions and conversations with others, that it's just going to really jumpstart and positively spiral forward with what you're trying to grow. So, in short, if the only time we think about development is our meeting or right before our meeting, we've already lost. And it's all about those consistent touch points. And that's what we try to execute when we support learning and growth, is taking maybe some data that we know from performance feedback, from hard metrics on performance, and then having those consistent positive touch points moving forward. And that way you can highlight those topical challenges. What's urgent that's happening this week? How does that connect to their behaviors? And how do we want to move forward together? So look forward to seeing you back for the second episode very soon of Hard Truths.